All right. You guys, you are tuned in right now to the Shady Ass Tea right here on hot7025fm.com. This is your girl, fine ass E. Carrice, and I'm here with my co host, and he's muted, but he gonna turn his mic on. Sir, how you
I'm
feeling?
here. Happy New Year. I'm sorry. We're back.
Hey, how you
Hey, it's
feeling?
2022. Listen, I'm feeling so good. I had a fantastic Christmas. I had a fantastic New Year's. I wasn't super lit, but I was
Not
okay.
super, just
Mm-mm.
a little lit.
Just a little bit lit because I want like refreshed and ready for the day. I didn't want to be hoeing in these streets. I've been hoeing in these streets all 2021. I want to just give 2022 a different
So you
a
haven't.
different mood.
So what you trying to say is you haven't been a whole all 2022.
Boom! All 2022, I've been a sanctified, filled with the Holy Spirit. I feel with the Holy
Not
Ghost.
filled with the
All
Holy,
of
not
2022,
filled with the Holy Spirit. No.
all year long, I've been filled with the Holy Ghost.
Oh my
So
goodness
things.
gracious. Well, listen, we got a whole lot to catch up on because we took
Mm-hmm.
off for a little while at
We
the end of the season, we'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yes, end of the season.
we we took off and then we were trying to figure out, let's see, we're gonna go ahead and deliver some of this hot tea because a whole lot of the hot tea, was piping.
Listen,
Okay, when I say
listen.
piping,
Hot,
child,
hot.
hot tea.
I just really, I listen. The internet is a place you can make lots and lots of money, right? Like people be
Facts.
making all kinds of money on the internet, doing all kinds of things. This girl, do you watch 90 Day Fiance?
No.
Okay, have you ever seen it? Do you know what the show
Somebody been
is?
telling, you know what? I do. Someone's been telling me, "Oh my gosh, you
Okay,
should watch 90 Day Fiance," and I'm like,
okay. So
it just
I'm
it
in a
just
real
rings white people show in my head, and I just have no interest.
okay. So
Like
I'm not.
Bachelor.
It's not that. It's
Okay,
not that.
okay.
It is very reminiscent of like 90s Jerry Springer. Like it's a lot happening. So it's a
Okay.
lady on the 90 Day Fiance. She was on 90 Day Fiance. Her name is Stephanie Motto. She it was used to be. So she has we was on 90 Day Fiance. Now she's selling farts in jars on the internet.
Ciao.
Okay.
Now those are some things that I really need to invest myself in
That's what I'm
engage in.
saying. I'm like, people will buy your farts in a jar?
Listen, they just want your drawers. They want to smell them, child. They want to smell your socks. It's getting
Child, I need an
it's
OnlyFans.
giving make me rich.
Make me rich. This lady made $200,000 selling farts in a jar. Okay. Now, she just went to the hospital because she thought she was having a heart attack. She gets to the hospital. The doctor was like, "What have you been eating?" And she was like, "I have been eating eggs and beans and other stuff." She didn't tell him why she was eating all this stuff, but he was like, "Look, that's gas. That's not a heart attack. Since you need to slow down on the eggs and beans, okay?"
I'm just
It's
wondering. Okay, because I almost got now. See, this is the time of the show where I almost want to throw up. Okay, but
uh
okay, I'm just trying to
huh.
figure out the process here. Okay, you
Okay.
get the draw. That makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Okay, you get the
Why?
draws.
Don't judge these people. Everybody got their kinks.
No, I'm not mad. I'm just trying to figure out the process. You just get in, eat all of this,
Mm-hmm.
eat all of this stuff just to poot.
Yes, all day long. Because you see
Sometimes the poots
this,
might get a little risky. You know what
see,
I'm saying?
here's the thing. Here's my thing. I don't know if people like want because that's not my kink. So I don't know like if farting is like you want it to be a stinky fart or you want to be able to smell what the person ate. Or like do you like send her a message and say, "Hey, eat these things and then fart in a jar and send it to me." Because I want to know what it smells like when you eat lasagna. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's tea because I feel like that is a more like niche market or if it's just like farts and
Like
I'm not
your requested sense.
yeah, like as a like do you get like custom farts or is it like
Oh my
okay
gosh.
Tuesdays is Taco Tuesday you getting taco farts all day Tuesday and that's what you're getting. But like I she went to the hospital. She thought she was dying because she was
That fiber got her ass.
Sis, she thought she was dying. Called a friend, thought she was having a stroke, thought she was having a heart attack. Went to the hospital, was like, look, slow down on the beans, slow down on the eggs, on the cabbage, on the broccoli. Sis, drink some water. That's gas. That's enough. No more. And so effectively her business has been shut down because she can't. Like, I'm not mad at this for trying to make money on the internet. Like, I'm not mad at that at all. But
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
But
like, do you, boo boo?
Are they really gonna know it's yo farts? Like, do it have to be yo farts? Like, you don't have somebody
send a picture along with it. Like, how do you like? I don't
maybe
like,
that's
like
it.
I'm not
Maybe it's in a video.
Like, I'm not mad at the business venture. Okay,
right.
I'm not mad at the business venture.
Right.
It's the process of it that's damn near giving her a heart attack. That's making it be like,
she went to the emergency room. She said she was laying in the bed. She was like, I can feel it rolling from my stomach into my chest. I'm like, that's gases. I know old people who had gas like that. That's gas. But now she's thinking about turning it into NFTs and like selling digital artwork of like the jars. The farting jar. Like, I'm like, I don't know how you would sell.
How do you make it stay? What do you right,
I think that's what I'm like, what? It's not gone by the time it gets to the person?
Right. That's like, how do you make it? How do you lock it in? Like, matter of fact, I don't know why it keeps popping into my mouth, like the smell. Why? Like, you know how you smell someone, you be like, oh, that's what I'm thinking in my head, so it's making me want to.
She says she eats things so her farts can smell better, but I'm like, eggs and beans do not make good fart smells, ma'am. If I was selling farts in a jar, I'd be like spraying shit in jars and like closing it. Like, I wouldn't be like, and then like take a picture of me with the, like, it don't have to be yo fart in a jar. Like, you don't have to be fucking. It's not going to be authenticated. Like, it's not going to be authenticated with a certificate that says this is actually my fart.
I mean, why wouldn't it be authentic? I would authenticate that shit. This is my fart, okay? Shit. I'm fucked up.
Can't nobody else make it.
Anybody
Come on, trademark.
Do you know how much money she made?
$200,000. She was making $50,000.
That wasn't within a month?
$50,000 a week. So $20,000 she made in a month. Yeah.
Child.
Selling farts.
Business, child.
Sis.
You trying to sell farts?
Listen, listen, I sell whatever they buying. I sell whatever they buying. I've been caught selling things before. So so it's fine. I'm okay. So Portia Williams has a new show. And I want to get the name of this show. I want to say it's kind of like the Family Williams. Hold on, I want to tell you exactly what her show is called, because she is making a killing. Portia's Family Matters is the name of her new show on Bravo.
Okay.
The last show that came on, Dennis, her ex-fiance, who cheated on her while they were engaged, she invited him to a vacation with them. So they're co-parenting their 2-year-old daughter. And then got into a physical altercation with this man on the vacation. Portia gets into more physical altercation as an adult than I thought was even possible for adults. Like, she gets into so many fights. Like, I know people get into arguments, but like Portia gets into so many like physical altercations. I'm like, sis, relax. Everybody relax. Everybody calm down. Like, why are you always swinging on somebody?
Right. Yeah, I think that she definitely needs to do better. I mean, especially if she's going to claim to be an activist, and you know, she's trying to better the community and things.
Is she claiming that?
That's what she was doing. She got arrested twice for it last year for Black Lives Matter.
She got arrested for Black Lives Matter. Right. And so she's an activist now. Is that what she is?
So allegedly her family were advocates and activists as well for Black lives.
Okay.
And even though she didn't know about the Underground Railroad, child, she thought it was a railroad. We cannot forget that. Okay.
I will never forget that she was like, where did it start? Like, how did you get on it? Man, it wasn't a train, sis. Like, you thought the slaves built a train? Like, what?
A train
Okay.
underground, child.
A
She said
subway is
it
what
was
that would
def
be.
that was
That's
it
what
could be.
that's called,
I
man.
mean, trains go underground, don't they?
They called subways.
No, I mean not the subway,
That's
but
a train under the
they have
ground.
trains that go underground. But the fact of the matter is that
Mm-hmm.
she said Harriet Tubman was building.
Trains. Harrison was a conductor, a legitimate. She had the hat. You know what I'm saying? She had on the overalls. She was like an all aboard the Underground Railroad.
Child.
And so I saw the video and a little other clip of the video. And there's another fight I want to talk about too. But like
You have the clip of the video?
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna see if I can find it and send it to you
Mm-mm.
because
You could share it yourself.
I can. I can share with myself. Let me see if I can find this video.
But the thing is that so it looks like that she was at the dinner table. What were they celebrating? Someone's birthday or something?
I think so. It's always somebody's birthday. That's what
So they were on a
that's one
vacation
thing
or something.
social media always tells me. It's always somebody's fucking birthday.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is,
Lord.
yeah. So they were celebrating something, and they were at dinner. It looked like they were in
Mm.
Mexico or something like that. Anyway, isn't Dennis her baby daddy?
Dennis is her baby daddy.
So do we know what the butt of the actual fight was? Like, why were they fighting?
Um, she
I
told
just
him to leave. She wanted
for
him to
what?
leave. I don't watch the show. I'll be
Okay.
honest. I don't do a lot of
Isn't this just the
reality
first
TV.
show? Isn't
This is I think there's a couple shows in. Again, I
okay.
don't watch a lot of reality TV, so I don't know like why they were fighting.
Hmm.
I'm sure it was something stupid. I'm sure he
Yeah.
said something that she didn't like, and now they fighting
Right.
on TV. Which, Lord, be offense, Jesus.
Yeah. So it looked like okay. So from the first scenes that I saw, it looked like she lunged at him to try to
Mm-hmm.
fight him. But then when I saw some other ones, it looked like he
He
lunged
lunged
at
first.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he lunging at a woman? Anybody? No one? Anyone?
Portia ain't just any woman. We're not gonna act like Portia is every woman.
Come on, I'm
Okay,
just saying.
we're not. We're not.
This man is there with her new fiance.
Who's there with her new fiance?
Portia.
Is with her new. Wait, her new. Oh, right, her new fiance is her ex friend's ex husband.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to that's what I'm
Right.
saying. So she
Oh.
was there. She was there at the dinner table with him, from what I saw. So I'm like, the nerve of this man to think he can lunge at her. Wow,
Well, where was her fiance?
that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. What in the hell?
Listen,
I
listen to
don't know.
me. Listen to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
She is a mess and a half,
Okay,
and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna try to be as honest and as politically correct as I can be in this moment. Okay, you look pretty pretty, by the way.
oh, thank you. Shout out to the ring lights and my
Right
parents and these jeans,
in
child.
these jeans. So, Portia is very, and I use the word aggressive because for lack of a better term, I know black women don't. They be like, don't call
Yeah,
us aggressive.
aggressive, and then telling a black woman to calm down. Mind you, I had a story about that. She had to tell a dude off last week. When you tell white girls to calm down, you don't fucking tell me to calm the
You
fuck
know
down, nigga. I
what I'm
wasn't even. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that went
But
left.
what I mean when I say aggressive is that she is always like ready for a fight. Like it's not assertive, not like standing up for herself, not like speaking her mind, but it's like always ready to get into a physical altercation with someone. Is what I mean when I say aggressive.
Hmm.
And she's not always like she's not always like that. But once it gets to the point where you're in an altercation, she's like, look, fuck, we either we're gonna fist fight or we not.
Hmm.
And so if that is like what you're used to, like that's your like default when you're speaking to a person, and there's cameras there now that are like watching you interact with a person who's probably hit you before, who's probably jumped on you before,
Clutch my
who's
pearls, allegedly.
who's probably allegedly who's probably swung at you before because she has a history of that. I can't feel like, oh, why Portia? Portia can defend herself. she's not a like timid little thing that like is in like she's a pretty substantial component. I mean, opponent to
Well,
like obstacles.
let's close the case on Portia. We'll revisit that video another time. But
Mm-hmm.
I just think that it's interesting that he lunged at her in the midst of all of these other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think that was staged to
Absolutely.
create ratings? Because
Absolutely.
I literally had no idea the show was even on. Okay.
Me either. No idea. I had never heard of it. Yeah, it was staged. That was now everyone's going to be watching it because it was staged as a cliffhanger. So they got into it and the show went off.
So what about the is it her niece or her cousin?
Cousin that said he attacked her.
That he allegedly assaulted her that night, and then two claimed, and this is my concern. I don't know if you have her tweet, but it basically said this guy's a pedophile. He tried to.
I did see that.
He said he's a pedophile. He tried to do something to me when I was 18, 19. Okay, so now I'm thinking like, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am. 18, 19. They unfortunately.
That's an adult. That's not pedophile. That's just I like him young. I've been 18. I've been 18 with people older than me.
So as I was saying,
saying.
I'm already concerned too because I'm thinking to myself like, okay, so you're starting off calling the man a pedophile, but then you're talking about you being 18, 19. So we also got some discrepancies here, and then too at the same time, like, was this also a stunt or publicity? Because now we don't even know who this girl is, child.
At all.
And now we're talking about her, and I don't even know the girl name. I don't plan to talk about her again because
ever
I think
again.
she's spouse chasing.
Yeah, I think it's all elaborate. What's the girl's name? Storm deleted.
We don't even care.
I don't. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna try to find it. Is that a LaCroix? Have you moved out into the whiteness into the?
Oh, so my Buble is you trying to say I'm trying to step my game up? So,
right. She said I am officially a white woman.
You know what's funny is that I always buy those, but lately I just they've been out of stock, so I just get I've been getting the Blue Blade ones or whatever for the last few months.
Right.
And then so I got some of these, and then I'm like, hey, I asked somebody here, you want sparkling or regular water? They're like sparkling, and I gave them this. They're like, oh, you fancy. Right. I was like, damn, I didn't know it was fancy water.
Girl, that's the white. That's the white woman water. That's the. Excuse me, I need to speak to your manager water. Okay.
Oh,
it is. So hold on, I gotta find a Jason Derulo video. Did you see the video of him beating the people up in the airport?
I just saw a lot of tussling. Did somebody get a different angle? Because I was really concerned.
I think there were a couple angles on the Derulo fight because
first of all, Jason Derulo, he kind of did something to my soul when he broke up with Jordan Sparks because I know he probably took her virginity and then broke up with her, child, because she wasn't gonna be. What is it? What do we call this? Industry hoe enough, like visually.
Right.
She wasn't gonna be visually what he needed her to be. I knew he was gonna break up with her. I was rooting for her.
Right.
But now he took her virginity.
And broke up with her.
Allegedly. I just made that story up, but I'm pretty sure it's.
I feel like that's how it happened. I think she broke up with him. I think. I want to say he was cheating on her.
Yeah, with industry hoes.
Like she had went through like a few of the like rappers and singers. Like she was fucking rappers before, like football players and rappers. Jordan Sparks. I don't say fucking.
When did I see Jordan? Was I at Houston? I was at the airport.
Mm-hmm. She was dating like a rapper. What's his Sage Gemini?
I think
if you remember him. You breaking up a little bit. Mm-mm. Nope. You are frozen and roboting. So I'm going to share this video of um, this fight at the, I don't know what airport this is that they was at, but I'm going to share this video and you'll get that together.
We back in the game? Now you're muted. Okay, did you show the video? Or are you at, okay, I'm going to add it to the stream. So can you start it over?
Absolutely.
So it's gone. So you'll have to re-add it. So you'll add it again, and just make sure when you add it that you select that little box that says share audio. It's in the bottom left-hand corner, I think. In the meantime, you're still muted.
Whole time I was talking. Oh, I feel like an old man, child. Okay, so we're going to share my screen and we're going to share my audio. Can you see what I'm talking about? Oh, yay, there we go. That's better.
Hey, yo, why you slap him, dog? Hey, yo, why you slap him? 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 Hey, yo. What? You beat him first. Don't touch my boy.
Clutch my pearls, child.
Girl, I'm so.
What you think he did?
Listen, when you said, "Hey Usher," I died.
Wait, hold on, no. Wait, because I missed that part. But wait. So was he insinuated that he had already slapped someone prior to
he was
writing over again?
Right, he was like, "Hey Usher, why you slap my boy?"
Wait, so hold on. hold on. So was he mad because he called him Usher?
I think so. I think he was upset about that. He'd be like, "I'm not Usher, motherfucker. I'm Jason Derulo." Jason Derulo.
So you fight somebody because they call you Usher.
Mm-hmm. That part.
That's what we're doing?
He's fighting the people in the airport as Jason Derulo, fighting as Usher.
He would have done some better like spins. He been like, oh, righty then.
Oh, beating people up in the airport over being called. I don't know if it was because he was being called Usher. I don't know if it's because he they said, "Why you slap him? I'll slap my boy." But he got into an act like he was upset. He was already, because whatever happened when he said, "Hey Usher,"
that like triggered him, like turned him up 100.
It was like, absolutely not. I done already told you, motherfucker, I'm not Usher. Hey Usher.
Was that in Vegas though? Because
it looked like Vegas. I was like, is this Vegas?
Can we get a replay of that real quick? Because I'm really thinking like, was that like?
All right, we'll go back.
I'm trying to see something real quick.
So I feel like that was Las Vegas.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it could be Las Vegas. So I'm just trying to see.
Okay, do you want me to reshare it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm like that. When I first, I'm like, that looks like McCarran. It looks like the new
Well,
McCarran.
first of all, Harry Reid.
Is the hair? Is it? You know, I'm not. I don't live there anymore, so I don't know
I
what.
know they
I don't
just
know.
changed that shit last week,
Oh, excuse me.
right before Harry Reid passed away. Okay, let me get this up on here.
Harry Reid is dead.
Yeah. Sir, we gonna have to talk offline. We gonna have to
Girl,
talk offline, child.
as soon as people died, all I know is that Betty White is dead.
People that died today ain't never died before, child. And
Child, all
go
the
ahead
people
and press
dying.
play.
That's all I know.
Go ahead and press that play.
Hey, yo, why you slap him, dog? Hey, yo, why you slap him? 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 Hey, yo. What?
I'll be smiling too.
What?
Chow. You muted.
I
But
will say this.
the Asian dude though who was smiling after the beginning of the altercation. Okay.
It's like,
I know. Do you think that he was like,
I
"You
would
run me my bread"?
run me. I've been assaulted by Usher.
And you see his security, Usher's security trying to grab him to keep him from running.
Right.
Why didn't he just listen to his? Why didn't he just keep it moving?
Did you also see?
Go ahead.
That the second guy, because he got into a fight with two guys.
Right.
He was in a fight with one, and one was like socking him in his head, and then like walked off. And he was like, he beat the other guy up and came, was like, you know what? What other motherfucker? They hit me upside my head. Now, what I will say about Jason Derulo in this altercation, he was not taking. He was like, look, I'm not taking an L. Not today.
No, he definitely got some licks in, but he definitely about to get them.
Yeah, they about to lick him
in too. About to get checks
right. He should have kept walking as Usher.
Oh my goodness! Like I just need to know the prequel. But anyway, we'll find out. We'll see what's up with Usher.
So
I wonder if he has has made a statement. Let's look at I'm gonna look at his Instagram while you carry on.
So Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian.
Ciao.
I'm just gonna say those names.
I'm gonna give you this face. Ciao.
Okay. So is this baby number 2 that he's had on her? This is Dos Bebés.
I feel like it is, but
that's Dos Bebés.
Okay.
That's Dos Bebés that he's had on her. Okay. Somebody having a baby on you is like mad disrespectful. Like I feel like there's like the ultimate like that. Like when when Chili was like, "Oh, I stopped talking to Usher because he did the unforgivable." I feel like the unforgivable is having a baby. Just two things: having a baby on me, giving me HIV.
It's not giving you herpes.
No.
We had this conversation before. We disagree. No.
We disagree on these things. We disagree on the STIs, on the transmission of STIs. If it's herpes, okay. So if I had to choose between herpes and HIV, honestly, I'll be honest, I'd probably choose HIV. There's no flare-ups.
Clutch my pearls.
Hear me out. There are no flare-ups. There's a lot of medicine to treat HIV to make you undetectable. So you can still have unprotected sex without being transmittable. Right? It's not a cure, but there's PEP, there's Truvada, there's all these other like things that can help you with HIV. But herpes is like you got herpes. So
So AIDS is not like you have HIV.
AIDS and HIV are not the same.
So HIV is not like you have HIV.
Yeah, HIV is just like you got HIV, but like
Bye. Okay. Okay. So
it's true. Look, do your research.
Christian then had another baby. I think this is the first baby. I feel like the first one
I
was
feel like this baby
weird.
number two. No. I feel like this is
the
the
first one
second
was
baby.
Okay. So, long story short, Chloe needs to apologize to Jordan Woods. Okay.
Why?
Because Jordan didn't do shit. Her drunk ass freaking baby daddy over there trying to slob her down. And
oh, that's right. That's what happened. Okay.
Yeah, her drunk ass baby daddy over there trying to slob her down, and she's like, "Dude, chill." And then kept it moving, and was like, "I'm not gonna tell Chloe because it's really not the, you know what I mean? Ain't
it's not that big of a deal, right?
You know, I don't want to hurt her feelings, or I already hurt her damn feelings every day. So,
right.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that she needs to apologize to Jordan Woods because he ain't been shit. He ain't gonna be shit.
Ain't gonna be shit, and he ain't but 30.
He ain't gonna be.
He ain't but 30. He gonna be. I mean, he might be some one day. Might be good to somebody.
No, he won't.
Just not her. He's not gonna be good to O.J. Simpson's daughter.
I don't think.
I have to get that one in there.
I mean, it is what it is.
Right. I just listen. And then Lamar Odom was like, "Hey, Chloe, are you okay? Do you need some support?" Listen.
Like the thing is that Chloe could never go back to Lamar. He was a whole crackhead. He almost died in a brothel. Although the brothel situation wouldn't be as terrible if he didn't almost die from overdosing on crack.
Okay.
Like if
I'm not gonna judge this man for like
overdose on something respectable like Viagra and
cocaine. Like cocaine, right?
Okay, but no,
he was having a good time at a brothel.
It was crack, right? But it turns different when it's crack.
I think
and Viagra. Okay.
I think that she can absolutely go back to Lamar if she wants to.
Hell no.
Hear me out. I think that if she goes back to Lamar, I think she's playing on level ground. Was Lamar a cheater? Or he was just on crack?
Yes, he was a cheater.
Was he a cheater also?
First of all, I mean, he was with Taraji when he freaking hooked up with Chloe.
He left Taraji P. Henson for Khloe Kardashian?
That's what I'm saying. You left Taraji? You're trash.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
Riggedy trash.
All right.
Does that?
I listen. Okay. Mm-mm. Yeah, no. But he definitely reached out because he waiting in the wings.
he is waiting, child. He like forget ex-fiance.
He's waiting in the crack wings, right?
So, I mean, hopefully, I think he announced that he's no longer LA or California sober. He's also 100% sober. He says.
So California sober means he doesn't smoke weed,
right? So I think the California sober. Remember, I think we were talking about it before, but we did talk about it on the Morning Wood. But California sober was they can use whatever drug they were using on occasion. So if they were if they was doing meth, crack, whatever.
How do you occasionally do meth?
I'm going to save that up for Saturday, and then I'm going to visit the clinic on Saturday, and do the drugs. So that's what the California sober was. So him and Demi Lovato were practicing that, and I feel like Justin Bieber, even though he's
California sober.
I think he's California sober because he does smoke weed, and I feel like he drinks too.
Is weed like anti-sober? Like, are you not sober if you smoke weed?
I feel like if you have an addiction problem, then you probably should eliminate anything that could be addictive. And we all know marijuana is addictive. So
do we all know that?
No, marijuana is for sure addictive, but it's just not as harmful.
Is it addictive? I'm not addicted to marijuana. I can stop marijuana.
I'm not addicted to marijuana either, but I don't have an addictive personality.
Yeah, I'm not addicted to anything.
Some people have an addictive personality. They're just addicted to things. They have to touch things. They have to, you know what I mean? Like people just have, certain things that they're addicted to. But anyway, don't go back to Lamar, girl. He smoked crack.
He's so
And
great, girl.
and second of all, Trisha ain't shit. Okay, just go ahead
What's
and
the
leave
boy
it
name?
alone.
Trisha?
But wait, so did you see his apology? You about to pull it up? You about to read it? You want me to read it?
I just please read it because I'm trying to give him that apology. Don't I would rather you not apologize to me
Why
than put
not?
your apology in a funky ass story. Don't put your apology in a fucking Instagram story. And you ain't in the Instagram story apologizing. The fuck? Keep that little funky apology. Hold on. Let me find this boy apology.
I'm trying to pull it up as well. Okay, I got it here.
You got it. Lord.
Me. Today, paternity test results revealed that I fathered a child with Marilee Nichols. I take full responsibility for my actions. Now that paternity has been established, I look forward to amicably raising our son. I sincerely apologize to everyone I've hurt or disappointed throughout this ordeal, both publicly and privately. Chloe, comma, need to put that comma there. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve the heartache and humiliation I have caused you. You don't deserve the way that I have treated you over the years. My actions certainly have not lined up with the way I view you. I have the utmost respect and love for you, regardless of what you may think. Again, I am so incredibly sorry. The end.
Fuck you. It would be my response.
And your mama and your cousin.
Right. What's that song? The little TikTok song? ABDC. All that. F you. Not you. You will not apologize to me in a funky ass Instagram story. That's gonna be gone in 24 hours. You will not apologize. You gonna have to give me an apology in a special. Like you gonna have to give me an apology for like I don't want to hear your little sorry text apology.
But do you accept it at that point?
No, I don't. I don't accept your apology. Like I don't accept your fucking second baby. I don't accept your first baby apology. I may even continue. I may not. It may take me a minute to accept the first apology because I need to see some like consistent changed action before I'm like, okay, I accept that apology. Right? I may still want to continue with you and try to build and try to get to the point where I can accept.
He can't
on the first baby.
His changed behavior doesn't last more than a couple of days. Okay, not even months. Okay, his changed.
Girl, he must be laying dick down.
He's like, you know what? I am gonna change. I'm gonna be the man you need me to be.
He's gonna change partners
this week, and then I don't know what's gonna happen next week. I mean, at this point, it's just like, girl, either accept him for who he is or carry on.
I'll carry on. And I want her to carry on.
Upset. Yeah, there's no reason for her to be getting upset. At this point, you already know. Okay, the Shade Room, TMZ, and everybody else and told you that he had at least been with 20 other women. And some of them was at the same time.
Okay? Right, because when he got this woman pregnant, they was at a party, and it was her, two other women, and another guy. And they went into a bathroom. All five of them went into a bathroom together. Had sex at the party. 30 minutes later, they came out and was just at, ma'am. And she's like a party. The woman who got pregnant was like a party girl. I
ain't mad at her though. I would have saved the condom too. Anyway, all right.
So in a little sadder news, rapper Jay Stash. His real name is Justin Joseph. Killed his baby mama in front of the baby and then killed himself. They called the police. One of the children at the site at where everything happened called the police. They're not sure if the child called the police before everything happened or like while everything was going on or after he had killed the mom and killed himself. There were multiple gunshot wounds to her, and then a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the rapper. As somebody who's experienced a similar situation,
No.
that shit is fucking traumatic. Okay, like it's not something you're gonna eat. Like it's not something you forget. Or something you like get over. That is some fucking traumatic shit.
Was it more than one child or?
I think there were 3. Let me look.
I feel like because I feel like the article said children or kids.
Yeah,
or
children.
something.
Yeah, children. Yeah.
So
I want to say,
2 or 3. But my concern is fucking kill yourself. Like, why do you have to take somebody else's life? Just go ahead and do you. Why do we have to? Why do we have to? I mean, although I didn't want anybody to die,
right?
But I feel like it's cowardly to do that and then turn it on yourself. Like,
right? Like you don't want to go to prison.
Yeah, hold yourself accountable. Like, what the hell?
Right.
That's not okay.
She was 27. He was 28. Yep. And her name was Jeanette Gallegos. And she was found with multiple gunshot wounds. And initially, the J Stash was born Justin Joseph. He shot her, turned the gun on himself. And then the firearm was at the scene. The children were ranged between 5 and 11. So these were little kids.
Right.
Like these are not like teenagers. These are like, and if they were, they're still fucking dramatic. But like these are like little kids.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's unfortunate, condolences to that family, healing energy and all of that to those kids.
Absolutely.
Because I cannot imagine. Okay. I know you can. I cannot imagine. I can only be I only know what it's like to be on the outside walking in. Okay. Like that's all I know. That's all I know. But I can imagine how traumatized I was. So I can't even imagine, the trauma that they are going to experience as they grow, and as they remember those things and, they have flashes of whatever. I don't know what that looks like, but healing energy to that family, healing energy to those kids, and fuck him. Okay. Because he could have just, did him. And
move the fuck on.
Right.
Like you could have been like everybody else, just left her alone, like never said nothing to her again.
Right.
Like I think that like because there are times where I've had like flashes of like anger or rage and like I wanted to do something that was drastic, but I have to like keep in mind that I'm not gonna always feel like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna always be this angry. I'm not gonna always be this aggressive. And like I have children, I have a life outside of this emotion. But like you can't. It does take a lot of self-control to kind of get there, but. Fuck, man. Fuck her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't...
Just keep it moving. And the thing is that I don't know what he had been experiencing with his mental illness, but either way, like, that is not the way. And, I feel really terrible for those kids.
I do, 100%.
So...
And their families. Yes, just one more thing.
Okay, because we got like 5 minutes.
So, Stevie J's attorney...
The show over. We are done here.
Stevie J's attorney is like, I don't want to be his attorney anymore. What do you
think it was? Because I feel like, do you think that he was trying to like get at her or something? And then
was it a female attorney?
Yeah, from what I understand, it was a female.
Probably. You know what?
And she was probably like, I cannot. Okay, I'm not dealing with him.
I can't.
Your Honor.
She said, I don't want to be his attorney no more.
No.
He's irredeemable.
She said, I am done here. I do not want to be his attorney. Please remove me from this case.
Please remove me from the case. Sir, your attorney is resigning on you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Ooh, yeah. So
but yeah, that's
I feel like it was some new news that happened. Oh yeah, Shakana was on the Instagram yesterday, and she decided that she wanted to talk about how T.I. and Tiny forced her to get into a fight with the Bernice girl, the one who was like Gabrielle Union, right?
Bernice Bugano.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they forced her, and then they said that if she didn't do it, then they were going to buy her name, which I assume she's saying that they're going to trademark her name and own it and do something. And then she was like, and y'all go pay me for my lawyer fees and blah blah blah. And then Tiny today responded, and she said something along the lines of, what the hell did this girl say? Let me see.
Probably you did what you wanted to do. Cause that's Tiny's response. You're an adult. You do what you want to do. No one can make you do anything.
Do you think that they could influence, like they can influence her to do those types of things?
I can only speak from my perspective, right? And no, because I just don't feel like I'm always thinking
about Shekinah. We can't speak from her perspective.
I know. I'm trying to think of Shekinah, and I think that maybe Shekinah, yes. I think that maybe she has a desire to please Tiny, and has a desire to stay
and
in.
Too, may feel like she owes her something.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, has a desire to stay in her good graces, stay in a place where she can stay in communion with them. And so, yeah, I absolutely think that if that's where you're standing, that I have to do what they tell me to do because they gave me the career that I have, and I owe them my career. Then, yeah, you feel like
I can't find a tweet. Long story short, she said what you said. that's
you know what she said.
Pretty much.
Yeah, if I was Shekinah, I probably would feel like that. But also I would feel like that's my homegirl. This bitch is on the internet talking shit about my homegirl and her husband. They going through whatever they going through. I'll stop her too. But
whatever.
That's me. Right. That's just me.
Listen, thank you for spilling all that shady ass tea, and tell the people where they can follow you on social media, even if you can't see what they're doing. Okay.
They can follow me on Instagram at the Sir Armstrong and on Facebook at Sir Armstrong. I am. Talk to me, DM me, ask me questions.
All right. And don't forget, you can find me at Carrice, that's ECARRICE, on every single social media platform. And then, too, don't forget, you can catch us. It's 2020. We out this thing. Happy New Year to y'all.
2022.
Two. Okay. And you can catch us each and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. right here on hot7025fm.com, y'all. We'll see y'all.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.